Hi, I want to talk to you today about building authority and positioning your business in the market. Now, as you can see, I'm just in the office today. Everything's just sort of higgledy-piggledy, so forgive me for that. It was just something that I wanted to do because I think a lot of people that follow me, a lot of people that are on my list, a lot of people that find out and that want to find out more about what I do as a person, what I do as clients, generally just hear my voice, because most of the time what I do tend to do is do like presentation videos, and those presentation videos are using PowerPoint and Camtasia and stuff like that and software like that. But what I wanted to do today was just so you could get a feel of who I am, see what I work, what I do. I just really wanted to talk to you today really just about building authority and about positioning your business correctly, because a lot of people just don't know how this works. A lot of people just aren't sure on how this happens and what to do, and how to use it. One of the things for me was, with the advent of social media and social media marketing, how really easy this became. It was one of for me, the best invention that's ever been for the internet, was that you could build authority and you could position your business really, really quickly. So what does building authority actually mean? Well, there's lots of people that will be in your marketplace or in your niche that you'll look up to, people that you get their emails, you listen to their videos on YouTube, you read their blog posts. They're the people who are building authority continually, and they're the people who position their businesses correctly. So how can you use social media marketing to do that? Well, what I came up with, and what I don't want to do is, I don't want to bore you with a long laborious video. I really only want this to be really quite short and quite punchy and to the point. But what I wanted to do was, I just wanted to give you a flavour of how I did it. Now, back in 1996 when I started off on the web, there wasn't anything like this. There wasn't anywhere to do your videos, there wasn't anywhere to, YouTube, Google, all that just hadn't been thought of. So it's been a long process. For me, it probably started around about 2006, 2007 that I really started to see how you could use social marketing and especially social media to position your business. So I devised a plan. I devised a strategy, if you like, and that evolved into what I term today my online program, which I term today as the Social Marketing Blueprint, because that's pretty much what it is. It's a blueprint for you to get not only your business online where you can sell your services, sell your products, but also it's a fantastic way of building authority and positioning your business in any sort of shape or form that you want to do. But at the time I didn't realise that. I didn't realise that this was going to form such a powerful program. It was just a set of strategies for me, because basically what I did when I set out on this, I didn't really have anyone to follow. There wasn't what you would term as gurus then. There wasn't anybody to model. It was really difficult. And first off, I did what pretty much everybody does today. It hasn't really changed. It's like you shout from the rooftops, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. And that's the way that marketing has tended to go, probably from the advent of the internet, is that people just see it as pretty much like a soapbox, just to stand on and shout about yourself. Well, what I realised was, and what I was finding, was that it wasn't really working for me. I had a very small list of about 100 people, 200 people, whatever it was at the time, and it was pretty much for me, buy my stuff, and it just wasn't working. None of the emails were being opened. Any of the things that I was trying to sell or trying to promote or whatever, it just wasn't working. It just seemed to fall flat. It just seemed to bob. That was the big problem for me. So I came to the conclusion that I really only had two choices. The first choice was to quit, which for anybody who knows me knows that's not going to happen, because that isn't what I do. It's certainly not in my makeup, and I hope it isn't in yours. The second thing was just to try different things, just to look at things in a different light, try and do something that nobody else was doing, and that was the big thing for me, do something different, because what I thought was the right way to do it clearly wasn't. So for me, what I decided to do and what I devised, if you like, was really not to sell. And this first came out, it was, I wouldn't say it was a bolt of lightning, it wasn't like a eureka moment, but especially with Twitter, one of the things that I found really quickly with Twitter was that if I helped people, then they were more likely to follow me, to listen to what I was saying, to buy my services, buy my products, whatever. It was just helping. So really what the Social Marketing Blueprint was built on was the ethos of not selling, which is a really difficult concept to get your head around, especially online, because that's pretty much what everybody did, what everybody does today. So the concept of not selling anything online was really strange, really, it took a while for me to really get my head around. But what I decided to do was give it a try. I thought, well, it can't be any worse than what I'm doing. It's certainly, it's got more chance of working than everything else that I had tried. So what I decided to do was help as many people and give as much information out as I possibly could. So from 2007 onwards, I had a blog, I had a website, I had a website building business. So I used to tell people how to build websites, what were the best things to use, you know, if you were using WordPress, what was the best thing to use, how to do it. And I really used Twitter as a help center, if you like. It was really like a customer service tool. So what I found was that using this strategy and using this plan, I built up more and more followers. Followers is a horrible word, but I built up more of a tribe. I'm pretty old school when it comes to this, and I think tribe pretty much spans everything. So forgive me if you don't like it. It can be tribe, it can be followers, it can be audience, it can be whatever it is that you want to do. Whatever you want it to be, you call it. I tend to call it tribe. So I found that was the fastest way to actually add to my tribe. And the great thing for me was when I was sending out posts and I was sending out Twitter feeds and everything else, and then when Facebook came along and then Google Plus came along and LinkedIn came along, I just used the same strategy, and I use exactly the same strategy today to pull people to me. Now, the old mentality used to be a push mentality, and a push mentality was like television advertising is, radio advertising, newspaper advertising was and still is, where you push a message out. It can be anything along the lines of buy a Blu-ray, buy a new television, you should buy a new television because, and there's always a because. And that's the old push mentality. But what I decided to do, and what I developed over time, was a pull mentality. And you'll hear this continually now, that you've got to use a pull mentality. And I was using this mentality, this strategy, if you like, not mentality, it was a strategy. And I started to use it in 2008, 2009, when everybody started to become connected through different social channels. And that's really the sort of the premise behind the blueprint, because what I did was, as I went along, I documented what worked and what didn't. And then eventually, probably around about 2010, 2011, I just encompassed it all into a program. And in fairness, and to be quite truthful, I didn't really do a great lot with the program. I didn't sell it, I didn't show anybody it. I just sort of kept it to myself. And when I look back now, I'm not really sure why I did that. I think probably because I wasn't confident if it would work. I knew it would work for me. I just wasn't sure if it would work for other people. And so I didn't really say a great lot about it until I started to hear lots of different people saying the same thing, that you've got to use a push mentality, you've got to, that you don't use a push mentality, that you've got to use a pull mentality, that you've got to build your authority, you've got to position your business correctly. And there is lots of ways to do it. And I just thought, well, this is probably the time to launch, the Social Marketing Blueprint. I have to say, I didn't really have a name for it then, in 2010, 2011. I wasn't really quite sure what it was going to do, how I was going to use it, how I was going to push it out to people, and how I was going to let people, in on the secret that I had. So I had to come up with a name, and the Social Marketing Blueprint really seemed to work really quite well for it. Just for the simple fact that it is a blueprint, it's something that you can build on. It isn't an all-encompassing program. There's about 9 modules to it, and each module takes you through a different strategy and a different plan, from email marketing to content marketing, creating content, all sorts of different things. Once you get inside, you can see exactly what's in there. But what I wanted to do, I just wanted to let people see that it wasn't all encompassing, that this is really just a flexible strategy, a flexible plan that you can add to, and that's what I want you to do. That was one of the reasons why I started the community, because I wanted people to talk about it, and I wanted people to find out about it through the community. So I think when it comes to positioning your business and it comes to building authority, this is what I know because it's worked for me. This is a fantastic way to do it. So what I want you to do is just to have a think about how your business is working today. You know, do you have enough clients? Are your clients paying enough? Because that can be one of the big things. You might suffer from what's termed as the busy fool, where you've got lots and lots of clients. They aren't paying you any money. They aren't paying you any serious money. And that's what really happens. That's when all this really does start to go wrong, because yes, you can be an expert in your field, you can, you know, be a guru in your marketplace and your niche, but if you're not charging enough, then you're going to attract the wrong clients. And really, this is what it does as well. We expand on this within the program, but this is what it does as well. It teaches you, it shows you really how to attract the clients, high-paying clients that you need, you know, to have the business and the lifestyle that you want. Because what does happen, and I see continually, is that people build a business, but they don't build a lifestyle around that business. That it's just the daily churn. You know, you don't have time to do anything. You don't have time to spend with the family. You don't have time to go on holiday. You don't have time to do anything, because all you're doing is working. And 9 times out of 10, the only reason that you're working 24/7 is because you're not charging enough. So there's lots on that inside the social marketing blueprint. So, like I said, I only want to keep this a really short video. It's really just an introduction video. What I've got inside this next section is 3 videos on strategy, on creating a social presence and building a media hub, which is a website. But I call it a media hub because now we can all publish things quickly. We're basically a media company. Everyone is a media company. It doesn't matter where you are. Like I said, I'm in my office today. I have 2 screens. I have a Chromebook. Everything else, it is really just I am really just a media company with the access that I have now. And it's really so cheap just to start it up. So what these 3 videos, these 3 free videos do for you is just show you how to create a strategy. They show you how to build a social presence, which is building authority and positioning in your business. It's really just that. And then how to wrap all that up in a website. So that once you've got everything in place and you've got that little system that's running, and it's a nice tight little system that you can keep control of, then you can start to attract the clients that you need to give you the lifestyle and the business that you need. So all you need to do is just put your name and your email address into the boxes below and just click on it, and you'll get instant access to the videos. And the videos they're around about 20-25 minutes long. So I think one's about 30 minutes long. So there's nearly 90 minutes of free video that you can just come back to at any time that you want. All it was just to give you a bit of an overview, just let you see who I am, let you see what I do, how I do it. That there's nothing special about this. You know, anybody can do it. And really just to give you a heads up on what is inside the 3 videos, rather than just talk to you over a screen. I thought it would be good just to, you know, for us to sort of meet on screen, if you like, on camera, if you like. And it also shows you one of the good things before I do disappear off. It shows you how easy this can be. It doesn't have to be really high tech, you know, to get started. And that's another thing that I really want to show you inside the social marketing blueprint. So all you need to do is fill your details in the boxes below, click the get access button, and you'll receive the 3 videos instantly. You'll just get an email with a link on it, and then you can start watching them. And I can tell you it's a fantastic series. So I'll see you on the inside, because you can talk to me on the inside through the comments box, and I'll catch up with you there. So have a fantastic day, and I'll see you on the inside.